It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This will be a return from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Ready! Go!
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now it's second and 10. Richardson looking to throw this. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Richardson looking to throw. Flush to his right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Let's go
A
now.
bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10.
Street.
A handoff to Moss on the option. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Cougar 19. 70 Ranger. Panther 11. Ready?
Richardson. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. He was trying to find Jelani Woods, and it's 3rd down and 2. You talk about this Bengals defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
This is such a good unit of covering passes downfield. I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch. But nothing doing on that one.
Cowboy 80. Dragon 60. Ready?
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. He'll take a shot for the end zone. He's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush, talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Here we go, here we go. Go.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Second down and 6 now. Tannehill now running the option to the right side. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So naturally they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he'll get this to the 32. The Bengals at 7-5 now in the year. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Hip, hip, hip.
On second down, here's Mixon. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Tannehill. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Bengals first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made by Zaire Franklin. You look at this Colt defense. They enter this one down in the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Here's 2nd and 10. Nixon will try the right side. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Back to throw, Tannehill. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 7. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Richardson to throw off play action. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Richardson. And a throw for Pittman is intercepted. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Inside handoff to Mixon. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Let's go.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengals TD. Joe Mixon with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. You talk about certain guys just having a nose for the end zone. He's one of them, and he was not going to be denied there.
And defensively, especially in the red zone, you've got to be able to at least slow him down and hold on for dear life. But he's able to get out of a couple of tackles there, and not enough people got there in time. Pretty poor on the defensive side of the ball.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
They'll run on first down with Moss. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll go up the middle here with Moss. And this is going to be a Colts first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Ready, set.
Off play action. Richardson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
The lessons will continue, but this rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
60, 60. Hurt. Ready.
Here's a give to Moss out of the shotgun. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TV. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
Moss on the give up the middle. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Okay, great.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
60 Bison.
On the option, they'll hand it to Moss. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
79 Broncos. Mustang 19. 19 tight. 19 tight.
On third down, it's Richardson. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
A handoff to Moss on the option. Fighting through at the 25. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Come on.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
19 Tiger. Ready.
They'll run out of the gun with Moss. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Pass incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Let's go now.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
70 Lions. Ready.
On the option, they'll hand it to Moss. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Well, they call a run on 3rd and a mile. Not only do they convert, but they tack on some yards at the end of it, too.
They went against what anyone would think would be a tendency, which is you're going to throw the ball on 3rd and a mile, right? But instead they decide to run the football because sometimes what you get is the defense is playing a little bit lighter. A lot of extra defensive backs, and they're loosened up for the pass. They found some running room and really converted.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, They have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now 2nd and 5. A carry here for the big tight end. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. And Richardson back to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run here with Moss. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Richardson has to get them to the line in a hurry now. Moss again. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Zach Moss in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bengals drive about to get going. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 5, and he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be. Obviously, they're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? And which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now. Because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half. Looking for Mims, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the handoff, it's Moss. And not much running room. Down to the 32. A.J. Klein on the tackle there. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat!
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Here's Richardson to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A handoff to Moss on the option. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They hand off to their big tight end. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jelani Woods, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are able to stretch out their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Go, deep, deep, deep.
Again, it's Mixon. He'll get this to about the 38. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Tight right. Deep, deep.
On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the 1st down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Yeah, that's 3rd down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Look at, oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. It's A.J. Klein, the linebacker, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Deep, deep.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Dio Odengbo gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
Well, obviously the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play, but the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
Right. There you go, Tiger, Tiger, Tiger.
Mixon will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. So the previous pass interference call put the ball at the 1-yard line, and then they stick it in on the very next play.
And I love the play call right there. After you get the pass interference call, you've got a defense that's discombobulated a little bit, right? They're protesting the call, upset about what happened. Go right at them. Run the football, and the defense acquiesces, and the ball ends up in the end zone.
So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2. Tannehill looking to throw. And he's going to get in. So they're back within 11. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
Richardson on 2nd and 10. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Motion man is Schwartz. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Jones. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And As you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4.
Let's go. Hip, hip, hip. Yo, trip left, trip left. Go.
On first down, Tannehill. He gets this one to Boyd. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? From the gun, a give to Mixon. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 79 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now Tannehill going to move him around. Back to Mixon on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. To throw on second down is Tannehill. This one hauled in by Sample. Well, that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
A handoff, running left, Mixon. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Back to Mixon on second down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Smith. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Here's Tannehill. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
2nd and goal. One man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. He's going to get it running right. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Tannehill. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So a field goal gets you back within a score, but they're going to go for the bigger chunk here. Kicking team on the sidelines. Offense on for 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And instead of having a 1-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down.
Let's go now.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, were they about 95% chance of winning?
I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now Richardson. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, the fans should be applauding this defense right now. It's an excellent job. They force a 3 and out, and they should be able to set up their guys with great field position, probably near midfield or better.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Here you go, Tiger. Go.
2nd and 10. Tannehill once more. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Joseph Osai in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. They give it off here to the tight end. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
Well, they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. This is 1st and 10.
Yo, trip left, play, play.
Throwing, Tannehill.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
Now Tannehill. That one complete down the field to Smith.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Well, there's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still. 1st and 10 here. Tannehill's throw here into the hands of Boyd. Here's 2nd down. Tannehill.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Cowboy 80.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Moss.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Colts, they move back over 500 at 7-6, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.